Good morning, everybody. This morning I would like to show you how you can reformat certain fields so that they show up with the same format all the time. In Jreport, unfortunately, there's some fields that were, I won't say set up incorrectly, but just set up with odd formats. And as an example, you have the patient piece ID, which is basically the encounter number, and it is set up with 2 decimal points. Same thing with the patient ID. Now, there's no reason for it to have 2 decimal points, and when you drop it into a report, it looks sort of hideous, and you have to spend time reformatting those fields all the time. I'll give you an example. Now, somebody asked, well, you've already got the encounter ID here and reformatted. Yes, I do, but I'm just going to drop it in here just to show you. So I'm going to click on this field here, make it active, and I'm going to drop the patient piece ID in, and you'll see it's formatted with a comma as well and 2 decimal points. And in order to reformat that, you have to go down here, find the format field, and then select from the list how you would like it to be. So there, now it's formatted, at least how I would think it should be, with no commas and no decimals. Now, that's okay if you're just doing a one-off report, but if you use this field quite a bit, which you will, you'll want to make it so that you don't have to do this every single time. So for now, I'm just going to move this field and then delete it. I'm not sure why you can't delete it just out of that field, but so far I haven't been able to find a way to do it. I've always had to remove it and then delete it. So in order to make those globally without the decimal and without the commas, you need to open up your catalog, and the first time you do this, you'll have to do just some minor setup. So you click on your PSS, and then over here you'll see options. So click on options, and under catalog, if you click on catalog, the very first line says forbid editing data object properties. So right now it's locked. If I were to go in to my view, and I'll show you here, let's see, we want to go into here and then into views, and the view that I'm using is the encounters, so I need the contact detail view. And then if I go down here to patient piece ID, you'll see that it's formatted with comma and 2 decimals, and there's nothing I can do to change that because it's grayed out. Okay, the same thing with patient piece date. Now I've changed mine because I love the format of year, month, day. It just makes sense to me for sorting purposes, and visually it looks nicer. But anyways, back to the patient piece ID. It's all grayed out, so I cannot change that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back here to catalog again, and we're just going to click on options. It doesn't really matter where you are in the catalog. You can click options, go to catalog, and remove this field that says forbid editing data object properties. Hit apply. If you don't hit apply, you won't be saving it. And then OK. Now when we go back to contact view patient piece ID, you'll see that it's not grayed out, and in fact if you click on that line you'll see a drop down. So we can now do the drop down and choose the formatting that we want for that field. So now it's going to be just straight number, no commas, no decimals, nothing. Okay, and again you'll want to just make sure you've got that proper format, and now you should be able to leave that. Say go to another view, and then let's come back to it. I just want to just show you that it is going to save it. And voila, there it is. It's saved with no decimal, no commas. Now before you leave the catalog, hit Save Catalog. If you don't, then you'll probably lose it. So we've just saved the catalog. We can close that window. Now when we're back over in our project, I may have to close out and go back in, but let's see what happens. I'm going to pull out the patient piece ID, drop it into there. Oh, and look at that. No commas, no decimals. It's ready to go. So again, the first part of this tutorial was showing you what you have to do to enable yourself to edit any of the fields, and the second one was just showing you how you edit the field. And as I said, my data, when it came across, yours may be different, but when mine came across, doctor's ID, patient ID, they all had decimal points. So I shouldn't say doctors, but patient ID all had decimal points and commas. Makes no sense to me. You don't need decimal points and commas in an ID number. Anyways, I hope this helps. And if you have any ideas for a video that you would like to see, please let me know, and I will see what I can do. Thank you. As an addendum to the first part of this video, I failed to mention that you're going to have to do this for every field that you want to be able to change. So just because you change the patient piece ID in the contact detail view, if you need it changed in another view, you're going to have to go and do that as well. Same with in any field, basically. You know, like if we looked into birth date. Oh, let me get back into here. So let's just choose another field here. We did the contact detail view, but say we changed a date somewhere, and the date right here is set for YYY, month, day, day. Any other view that has a date in it, you would need to go and set that as well. It's just because you change it in one place isn't going to change it everywhere. You have to change it per view and per item. It's a bit of a pain, but it'll be well worth the effort once you get them done. Usually what I do is I haven't gone through and taken the time just to go through each individual one to change them. As they come up, I just quickly pop over to the catalog and change it as needed. And that way, if I do miss something, you know, I just pop into the catalog, fix it, and away we go again. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know that it's not going to fix it globally, but it will fix it for that particular view. Thank you.